So you guys, I need to do a disclaimer before this video begins. I've gotten a few emails from some of you guys, and most of you know that it's somebody trying to scam you to get you to telegram them. Who the heck telegrams? Or Cash App or whatever, for you to send them money, but they're pretending to be me. So I want you guys to know, I will not reach out to you and tell you to contact me through Telegram. Let's talk, let's chit chat, let's do any of that. My stuff is in my description box. My email, TommyBites19, TommyBites19@gmail.com is my email where you can reach me. Or my Instagram, the link to my Instagram is in the description box. If somebody try to send you an Instagram and say it's me, it's not me, okay? Because I have my link in the description box for you just to click it and it take you directly there. So you guys, please don't fall for these scams. I don't know if it's a bot or if it's individuals out here trying to get money from people who know that people are afraid of everything that's going on in this world. I would not ask you to send me money. If you want to send me gifts or a card or whatever, I have a P.O. box. It is in the description box as well. Okay, so I would never ask you to send me money, and especially if I'm doing a giveaway. I'm not going to ask you to send me money. I'm trying to send you money. So again, do not respond back to those people, because you don't know if it's a virus and it'll affect your computer or your phone or whatever you're using. You don't know if they're trying to get money from you or whatever. Just know it didn't come from Tommy, okay? So let's get into this video because it's quite serious. So you guys, I already recorded my video, but I was sent these pictures by Sam. Thank you so much for the pictures. These pictures are at a Rite Aid in New York City. So it goes with my video. If you walked into a store that looked like these pictures that I'm about to show you, would you panic? Would you say, I have enough? When is enough enough? Have you started? If you haven't started, then you can't answer that, because you don't have any food. You don't have any medical supplies. You don't have medicines, whatever you need. What's happening in this particular store is not happening all across. It's not happening all across the United States. But it doesn't mean that it's not happening. It doesn't mean it won't hit your area. So when I come on and do videos like this, it's because I want you to prepare if you have not started. If you have already started, I only want you to fill in your gaps. I don't want you to panic and run out and grab everything that you don't need. Whatever you have in your house is what you need. You just need to get a few extra of those items, because obviously you use those the most. I've seen people prep things that I know they're not going to use. It's no way you can eat up all the home canned foods that you're making. I don't intend to can a whole lot of stuff. I do intend to can a lot, but only when I've gone through the majority of what I already have. So be mindful when you say, well, I need to stock up, and you're getting items because you see other people say, well, this is short and that is short. If it's short, oh well. If you don't use it, don't get it. Okay? Don't be that person. I saw Prepared for Survival. Well, she changed her channel name. I think it's PFS on YouTube or on YT. So I saw her saying pretty much the same thing. Why are you getting items that you're not going to use? That's money you could be putting away for a rainy day. Having that extra fund, in times of illness when you can't go to work and you have bills, because bills are not going anywhere. You're going to need to pay those bills if you can't go to work. You're still going to need to pay your rent, your mortgage, or whatever. So think about that when you are preparing and you're saying, oh, I'm going to get that because Tommy got it, or I'm going to get that because whoever got it. Do you need it though? Because if you don't, take that money that you would have spent, sit it aside for a rainy day. Whether you're sick, someone else in your house sick, your children sick, or whatever, your insurance not going to pay for everything, at the hospital. You got to pay out of pocket, deductibles and all this other stuff. Set that money aside, you guys. That's also a part of preparing. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Hey guys, welcome back to Tommy's Carolina Homestead. You see the title, When is Enough Enough? And what I mean by that title is when you see me with my thumbnails and they say prepare now, stock up now, get it while you can, that is not for people who have been doing their due diligence and getting the items that they need. That is for people who don't stock up, who only go to the store, because I've seen it, and ask the kids what they want to eat for dinner, and they're just getting that nice dinner. That's who I'm speaking to encourage them to go out and get a little more, if no more than 7 days, 10 days worth. Each and every day, there are so many situations taking place, so many things that are coming up that are emergencies. And God forbid that happens and that parent can't feed their kids. They can't get to the store, or the stores are closed. Then what? Those are things people need to think about. So I'm not encouraging those of you who are already stocking up to go in and just get. If you have 30-day supply of food, 90-day supply of food, or even a year's supply of food, you don't really need anything. You just need to fill in your gaps, which means you need to be rotating through your food. Y'all have seen my pantry, especially when we just moved here and my husband built my prepper pantry. That was our goal, because we were those people in 2020 who only got maybe a few days or a week worth of food at a time. And you saw what happened when the store shut down, and until they figured out how they were going to reopen and the procedures for what they were going to do, only this amount of people out in the store, only, waiting line to get in, waiting line to get out, those things. That was us. So that was our goal, to not be in that situation. So that's why I encourage people to stock up. I'm not encouraging people to go out and start getting items that they don't need, or canning food that you don't need. There's no way I would be canning anything that I'm not going to consume, or my family is not going to. If you're watching canning videos, whether they are mine or anyone else's, I know we can get wrapped up in, well, I need to do this, but you really need to be strategic in what you store. So just because someone else is canning something else, if that's not something you really eat a lot of, then don't do it, okay? Same thing goes for canned goods or meats that you are getting. If it's something that you know that you and your family don't consume on a regular basis, I wouldn't say go add those things to your freezer or your pantry, because you're taking up valuable space for the things that you actually need. It is so easy to get wrapped up in making sure that your family has what they need, that you forget to think about, do they really need that? Can we really go without that? Is that really going to be short? You know, even when watching my videos, what's short in my area might not be short or missing in your area. So that doesn't mean you need to particularly go out. You need to just pay attention to what's going on around your area and then act accordingly when stocking your house for the future. Now, the one thing that you will always need is water. So that is a must-have. But do you need to get so much of the water that you don't have room for anything else in your home, like your furniture or whatever? Because I've seen some people stock up to the point where you can't even get through their house because they have so many things, because they say, I gotta get this and I gotta get that. What we need to be thinking about is the economy also when it comes to preparing and prepping what we need. That's why I say be strategic, because we need to be setting aside some money, okay, for that rainy day, for that emergency, for that time where there may be a power outage or whatever is happening to the grid, whether it's man-made or not. We need to think, how will we function? How will we go buy food if we need to buy food? How will we get gas if we need to get gas? So those are things when starting to prepare and prep that we need to take into consideration. And don't be so willing to jump and spend all of your money on food and other items if you already have a lot in your home already. And I think one of the most important things when you're starting to build your pantry, or even if your pantry's already there and you're just filling in your gaps, is, do I have what I need when it comes to having a safe home, having water in my home, having power if the grid goes down, or with the water if you got a boil water advisory or whatever's happening with that, or can I heat my home? Can I cool my home? Those are major things, along with already having your food, that we need to be thinking about. Okay, so say you already have your stockpile of food, you have your stockpile of water, then the best thing I can say for you to do now is secure up making sure you have an ample supply of medical things. That doesn't mean you need to go out and buy up every Band-Aid in the store, okay? We don't need to buy up everything on the shelf. Even if you're just starting, you don't need to buy up everything on the shelf. You need to get a little bit at a time, and you need to watch your budget, because you can spend thousands and thousands of dollars on getting your pantry together. I've seen people do it, and they did it in little to no time. I can't count anybody else's coin, but I know there's no way I could do that. So what I do in my household is, I'm on a budget. Once a month, we do a huge shopping for food. And then once every 3 months, we shop for meat, because we don't eat a lot of meat. I just wanted to give you guys something to think about, some tips and some ideas. You need to do what you have to do, though, for yourself and your family. It's going to be my channel out there telling you and showing you shortages. It's going to be other people's channels doing the same thing. I don't try to lead with fear, but I do try to lead with love. And I come to you in love in saying that, yes, there are things that are happening out there. There are shortages of a lot of items. But does that mean we need to panic? No, we just need to prepare. That's all we need to do. And we don't need to go overboard when doing so. Okay? Your mental health, emotional health is very important. And you will find yourself overwhelmed if all you do every single day is prep, and not actually live your life. Okay? And I don't feel guilty doing it, because I know that in the end of the day, I have covered the bases that I need to cover. Do I have everything? No, I don't have everything. Do I want to get everything? No, I don't want to get everything. I don't have anywhere to put that. I want to live comfortably in my home. I want to be able to walk through my home, not have to see a prep every single day. I want to be able to spend time with my children, spend time with my husband, and spend time with myself and my God. And that's all I can do at the end of the day. And I suggest to you all to live your best life. We only have one. Today is September 10th. 1 year ago today, I lost one of my brothers. Okay? So life is really short. Just the other day, I watched a comedian perform, and then I found out, well, he just died randomly. Just, nothing was wrong with him. He just died peacefully in his sleep. So life is really short, it's really precious, and we only get one of them. So make the most of it. Does that mean you need to party hard and do all this other stuff and not prepare? No, it doesn't. It means you need to have an how am I saying this? You need to be 50-50 on everything. You need to be able to live your life. You need to also be able to make sure your family is secure, safe, prepared for whatever's going to happen, because there's always going to be an emergency. But what will you do? How will you handle it? Have a plan, so that way you can live your life in comfort, knowing, and if something happened, then well, I did my ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. My ducks are in a row. So I can afford to do this. I can afford to do that. And if something happens, I already have a plan for that. So make sure you don't become overwhelmed with prepping and stocking up and letting that take over your life, because your life is more than just a canned good or dried food or whatever it is you're stockpiling. Your life is more than that. Okay? Y'all take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Pray, plan, and prep. I love you, but God loves you more. He created only one you. Be the best you that you could be, and when you are, go out and spread God's love. But first, you need to love yourself. And in doing that, you need to put yourself first after Him. Okay?